Why would somebody ever file a request for a domestic violence restraining order against someone unless abuse occurred? What could possibly be their motivation? Well, in California, one of the top motivations for lying and falsely requesting a domestic violence restraining order is money. See, how it works is that if you get a restraining order against someone, there's a rebuttable presumption that it is not in the child's best interest to have 50-50 custody. And let's say that you now have 90% custody as the abused party, the other side only has 10% visitation. Well, now all of a sudden, if you were paying child support before, you probably are not now, or if you are, it's only based on 10%, and you can probably get a pretty nice check from the other party. It is sad, but true.
Stories like these have fueled the rise of the men going their own way movement. Despite ongoing cases, it's baffling how women still think they can make false accusations without consequences. It's completely understandable why men choose to go their own way, preferring a stress-free, honest life over risking false accusations that could ruin them. What's ironic is that everything seems to be blamed on men, yet men are slowly becoming desensitized and less affected by these accusations. Insults, blame, screaming, pouting, hitting, politics, and manipulation are all tactics that are losing their effectiveness. Soon, even provocative behavior may cease to have the desired impact. So, what's left for them to try? Many women in American society today seem so damaged and dysfunctional that they cannot maintain a normal, healthy relationship with a good man. If you treat a woman well by showing appreciation, like making breakfast or buying flowers, she may inexplicably lose interest and ghost you. This is the unfortunate reality in America today. Thousands of men are now going their own way and thriving independently. They feel disconnected from society and wouldn't care if it all collapsed. Women, on the other hand, often fail to be honest. They may blame a man for being boring, but in reality, even the most faithful man could be cheated on because the woman is simply bored. Boredom is a significant reason why women cheat. Here's the reality. Men's interest in marriage has hit rock bottom. That's why casual, commitment-free relationships are becoming increasingly common. They don't want to make promises to marry, have children, or pledge to honor, obey, and cherish, especially when it's more convenient for them not to. With apps like Tinder, men can easily find intimacy without the need for marriage. Intimacy is the key quality men seek in a partner, and they can fulfill other needs through various means. They can't demand money from a woman, as men are still expected to be the providers in a relationship. When men can satisfy their needs without the constraints of marriage, they see little reason to tie the knot and disrupt their peaceful lives as content single individuals. This trend has left women feeling anxious and powerless as they see men opting out of the dating and marriage scene. The dating landscape is in disarray. As dating norms evolve and time passes, confusion between men and women has reached new heights. Have you ever wondered why divorce rates seem to be increasing globally? It certainly appears to be the case. Interestingly, divorce rates in the West have recently shown a statistical decline. The divorce rate, contrary to popular belief, is not at an all-time low or even at significantly low levels. However, there's a twist to this statistic. The decline in divorce rates is primarily due to a substantial decrease in marriage rates. This trend is causing concern among women who witness men increasingly opting out of the dating and marriage scene. It's a reality they're grappling with. This trend benefits men because it indicates that they are becoming more aware of the risks associated with marriage. The men going their own way movement is growing, with more men choosing not to commit to long-term relationships with women. They realize that marriage may not offer them the benefits they seek, so they opt out. You might think it's great that divorce rates in the US have hit a 50-year low, giving people like me a chance to fall in love, get married, and have a successful marriage. Last year, only 14.9 out of 1,000 marriages ended in divorce. While this may seem like a low figure initially, when you calculate the percentage of all marriages that end in divorce, it's close to 50%. In 2019, the marriage rate in the United States hit a record low. Reports indicate that it has been declining rapidly and reached a record low in 2019. It's no secret that most divorces are initiated by women who feel entitled. While some level of entitlement among women might be understandable, The issue under discussion is the extent of this entitlement. It's particularly concerning because society has embraced the woke feminist movement, which advocates for equality in all aspects of life, but simultaneously supports women feeling entitled to everything men do, earn, and produce. This contradiction is perplexing, to say the least. The long-term decline in marriage is significantly influenced by women's increasing independence and the push for gender equality. Women are actively making choices that shape this trend. If a woman were to express a desire for a long-term relationship and a family at a relatively young age, say 23, 25, 26, or 27, and demonstrate that she has made responsible decisions in her life, men would likely be receptive to this. However, the issue arises when women adopt a mindset like, 45 is the new 25. They prioritize partying and casual dating well into their later years, often freezing their eggs as a backup plan. They delay thoughts of starting a family until much later, when they feel the need to locate a partner or a donor to help fulfill this desire. This shift in priorities can lead to conflicts in relationships, especially when men are hesitant to commit to starting a family at an older age. Men often feel reluctant to start a family later in life, realizing that by the time their children reach adulthood, they will be much older. They may prefer to have children when they are younger. Consequently, by the time a man reaches his 20s or 30s and has established his independence, he may have already shifted away from envisioning himself as part of a couple. Before he knows it, he realizes, hey, this single life isn't too shabby. Maybe I won't have kids or a wife, but I'm enjoying myself. The article also mentions a rise in men's rights movements like men going their own way, where many men voice their frustration about being treated unfairly in relationships and family courts. They're fed up with laws that seem to discriminate against them based on their gender. As a result, millions of men are opting out of marriage altogether. We discuss these laws and how society tends to view men negatively, but we don't let these perceptions define us. It's important for men to speak out about these issues to influence laws and prevent unfair treatment. Men are becoming more aware and are choosing to avoid the risks associated with marriage, especially divorce. The marriage rate has plummeted to historic lows, and if current trends continue, it will likely keep declining due to new laws that often portray men in a negative light. Rather than resorting to violence or protests, men are simply deciding to go their own way. They're choosing to find happiness in their own lives, surrounded by supportive friends, engaging in activities they enjoy, whether it's riding motorcycles or exploring the outdoors. Men are embracing this lifestyle because they believe it's far better to live honestly and stress-free than to risk their lives being ruined by false accusations in a relationship. And that's it for today on Sigma Traits. Make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring that notification bell. Support this channel through membership. You can also support through PayPal link in the description. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.